Have you ever felt like God or the universe are just kind of working against you? I mean, come on, we can all relate to that. So in this video, I'm going to give you the 9 techniques that you can not only get the universe working with you, but working for you to creating miracles in your life today. Coming up. Well, good morning, good motivational morning, good Monday. Now, good morning, good motivational Monday morning, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're new here, I am Chase Corrington, and this is the Chase Corrington YouTube channel where we're bringing you happiness through enlightenment. And today, talking about the universe working with you, the universe working for you. Because sometimes one of the things that keeps us from being happy in life, one of the things that is something we struggle with, is the universe just not really, a lot of people will say, God's not working with me. Or, the universe is just against me today. And so I wanted to go into 9 principles, 9 techniques, and a 10th one that's a bonus one if you stick around till the end that will maximize the first 9. And these techniques that can help the universe start working with you and working for you to creating miracles in your life. So let's dive right into it. So number 1, and take notes, ladies and gentlemen, because I had to take notes when I learned this. This is important stuff that we can all apply into our lives. If you are of a open mindset and looking for greater things. Number 1, living from your highest self. And what does that mean? Living from your highest self. Well, we have to imagine that there's inner voices in our head. There's these voices that we get. One of them is the voice that, gets us to make bad decisions. It says, oh, you want to eat that pizza, or you want to eat that chocolate, or, you want to drink that alcohol, or do whatever it is. And so then there's another voice, and this is our intuition. Some call it our blink. Some call it your higher self. Your spirit guide is another name for it. I think that's kind of externalizing, though. Putting your abilities onto something else. But so I like to stay attached, whatever that is, our higher self, our intuition, our blink, your gut instinct, the gut feeling that you get. This is what I'm talking about. And living from your highest self means that you are living and making your decisions in your life not based off this lower, reactional version of yourself, the impulses, the pleasure impulses, that we often make bad decisions off of. Not living from those, but living from our highest self, which is, it's very simply a difference between love and fear. When we make decisions in life based off of fear, that is our lowest self, fear, anger, sadness, when you're tired, all those kind of not optimal, not peak mind states. So living from your highest self is number 1, ladies and gentlemen. And that means living from the part of you that is love and that knows better. And respecting that. Now, number 2, learning to trust your divine inner wisdom. So this means that highest self that you're living from, you have to learn to trust it. You have to trust. Oftentimes we make decisions out of fear because we trust that the fear reaction will give us a safer outcome. But when we're living from our highest self, we have to learn to trust our divine inner wisdom. We have to learn to trust our higher self, that it is correct. Oftentimes, think of like you're walking down a sidewalk in the city and there's, some hobos or something. A lot of times we'll go to the other side of the street out of a fear or, not love mindset, not your highest self. You go to the other side of the street to avoid them. You don't want to talk to them. That's not love. And we don't trust. Like if you think to yourself, okay, if I want to live in love or my highest self, then I'm going to walk down past these people that I would normally be afraid to walk by. But I'm not going to do it like worried. I'm going to trust in my divine inner wisdom. Number 3, honoring your worthiness to receive. Now this is when the universe will start working for you, working with you to create miracles in your life today, ladies and gentlemen. Honoring your worthiness to receive, because if you don't honor your worthiness to receive what it is you want, to receive the love, to receive anything in your life, if you don't honor the possibility that you are worthy, ladies and gentlemen, you are. Each and every one of us is totally worthy of everything that we want in our lives, the peace, the happiness, the abundance, the joy, the health, the wealth, whatever it is, the wealth, the health. So, number 3, honor your worthiness to receive. So live from your highest self, learn to trust your divine inner wisdom, and honor your worthiness to receive. Those are the top 3, ladies and gentlemen. Number 4, realize that you are not separate from your environment. And each of these could be an hour-long discussion. You could talk about each of these for days on end, but I'm just trying to get you to discover the 9 techniques that you can take to not only get the universe to start working with you, but start working for you to create miracles in your life today, ladies and gentlemen. Number 4, realize that you are not separate from your environment. We are one with our environment, ladies and gentlemen. So often we say, oh, I'm just a distinct, separate being, when the reality of the situation is we are just as dependent on our environment as the environment is dependent on us for anything to happen. So then you realize that you are one with everything. And then when you see that, it's not like the world is out to get you or the world is giving other people good luck. It's that it just is. And it's up to you how you want to look at it. And so if we learn to live from our highest self, we learn to trust our divine inner wisdom, and we honor our worthiness to receive or get or gain or grow or, honor our worthiness for this opportunity, because we are all deserving, and realize that we are one with the environment and it's not out to get us. God, the universe, is not out to get us, but it just is happening. And so all we have to do is align ourselves energetically, mentally, emotionally, physically, align ourselves with what it is we want, the direction we want to go. Which leads us right into number 5, ladies and gentlemen. Attract to yourself what it is you desire. Now, that's something I've talked about before on this channel, something I'll go to more in the future, and that's something I would suggest you look into. It has to do with the law of attraction. What you think about expands. So the kind of things that you focus on And that's a kind of a preview to tip number 10, which is coming up soon. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, on to number 6 here. Connect to your divinity with unconditional love. So this goes right in with understanding that we are one with our environment. You need to connect to your divinity with unconditional love. And unconditional love is something extremely important to understand, ladies and gentlemen, because it's not the same as romantic love. It's not the same as conditional love. Like, oh, if you do this for me, oh, if things work out right, then I'm really happy about it and I love you. Think about this when we're relating to the universe is out to get us or God is out to get us. That's the opposite of connecting to our divinity with unconditional love. Unconditional means that no matter what happens, ladies and gentlemen, unconditionally, we are connected to our divinity. If we're having a rough time, we know it's divine, we know it's purpose, we know we're learning something, we know we're getting something out of it. And doing this, having this mindset, will take the things that are despair and distress in our life and turn them into peace and happiness. Because we understand that it just is. And it's just amazing when you begin to try this. There's a fantastic saying about apps on our phones. It's like people can have all the apps they want, but it doesn't help you until you actually apply it into your life. And this goes the same for these kinds of principles, ladies and gentlemen. There are apps, and then there's application. There are techniques, and then there's practices. We need to take these techniques and turn them into practices, ladies and gentlemen. So number 6 was connect to your divinity with unconditional love. And these make more sense the more you practice them. Discipline. Number 7, detaching from the outcome. And this is huge for creating peace, creating happiness, creating miracles, and manifesting whatever it is you want in your life, ladies and gentlemen. We must detach from the outcome. I think of this every time there's a sporting event. And, like, for anybody who's into football, it was football on Sunday yesterday, because this is a Motivational Monday morning. We come to you every Monday morning, bringing you happiness through enlightenment and bringing you some motivation to give you the opposite of the snooze button, ladies and gentlemen. But detaching from the outcome, so many people get, oh, my team lost, or, and they get so upset, and it really affects their life. People call into work because they're so upset about a football game because they were so attached to the outcome. Now take this from the micro in the football game to the macro of our entire lives. When we get attached to the outcome, we get upset, we get worried, we get stressed out. We start thinking about all the things that could happen, that should have happened. And that is where all of our distress, stress, anxiety, depression, sadness, anger, that's where all of these come from, is being attached not only to things, but being attached to the outcome. So let's run back through these. We're on number 8 now. Number 1 was living from your highest self. Number 2 was learning to trust your divine inner wisdom. Number 3 was honoring your worthiness to receive, ladies and gentlemen. Number 4 was realize that you are not separate from your environment. Number 5, attract to yourself what you desire. Number 6, connect to your divinity with unconditional love. Number 7, detaching from the outcome. There's only 2 left and then bonus number 10, so we're going to get on to this, ladies and gentlemen. If you're getting value, smash the like button and consider subscribing, because we're going to do this every week, and maybe sometimes multiple times a week, and maybe even every day of the week in the future. We'll see what we get into. But ladies and gentlemen, number 8, acknowledge your results with gratitude and generosity. Just say that slow to yourself. Acknowledge my results with gratitude and generosity. No matter, this goes right with detaching from the outcome, ladies and gentlemen. No matter what happens, we acknowledge our results of our effort with gratitude, and we're generous. Thank you, universe, for the opportunity, even if I failed miserably. They asked Thomas Edison, I believe it was, and they said, I think it was Edison. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments who it was that invented the light bulb. Leave that in the comments below, ladies and gentlemen. But they asked him, they said, how did it feel to fail thousands and thousands of times? And he said, failure? Failure? He goes, I know thousands of times, thousands of ways how to not make a light bulb. What do you know? And this is a great example of acknowledging our results with gratitude and generosity. It goes right in with being thankful. Creating an attitude of gratitude, ladies and gentlemen. So number 9, which is how you get all of this to go from the realm of the frequencies and vibrations to the realm of particles, from the realm of energy and thought to the realm of physical and reality. And what you do for number 9, ladies and gentlemen, is meditate to the sound of creation. And I've done 2 videos on that, so click the card above here and go back and check out the Ah and Arakara quantum sound frequencies, the meditation to the sound of creation, the Ah meditation. So, bonus tip here, ladies and gentlemen, but first, if you're getting value, consider subscribing, smash the like button. I appreciate everybody who watches and supports these Motivational Monday mornings and this Chase Corrington YouTube channel where we're bringing happiness through enlightenment. So number 10 here, and this makes all 9 of these work so much better because this is so important, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let them sway our focus. And the acronym for focus: follow one course until successful. Boom! Powerful, incredible. Remind yourself of that daily. What is my focus in life? What is my one course? Follow one course until successful. So if you want to be happy, if you want to bring happiness in your life, if you want the universe to start working with you, start working for you, so you can begin bringing happiness and creating miracles in your life today, ladies and gentlemen, follow one course until successful, and don't let anybody, let them, the quote unquote, you can fill in the blank for who them or they are, don't let them sway our focus from happiness. Because how they get us, ladies and gentlemen, is by getting us to focus on the negative. They get us to focus on what we're missing. They get us to focus on the things that should have happened, that would have happened. This goes back to these 9 principles. And I'm pumped. I am passionate about this because this changed my life. And I know this can change your life if you're willing to have an open mind. And if you're going to begin practicing these techniques, unconditional love, acknowledging results with generosity and gratitude, connecting with our divinity, realizing we're separate from our environment, and detaching from the outcome, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Chase Corrington YouTube channel, where we seek to achieve and maintain happiness through enlightenment, where we're bringing happiness into your life through enlightenment, where we seek to discover the hidden mysteries of our reality and the hidden wisdom of the ages. And if you get value from this content, consider subscribing, smash the like button, leave a comment below. I'd love to get back to anybody who comments, and let me know how you feel about these principles and what your one course is, because we're going to follow one course until successful, ladies and gentlemen. Until we're back in the future, keep bringing happiness to your life through enlightenment.